Hey everybody, and welcome back to another line method workout. My name is Eva and I am really excited to take you guys through the next 30 minutes of class, all of which is going to be focused on creating a strong, healthy back, strong, healthy lower back particularly. And it's actually going to be a kind of a cool session because I'm going to show you guys some exercises that maybe you didn't think would actually have a strong impact on your lower back health. But let's go ahead and start diving into some of the equipment we're going to be using today. So as promised, we are going to be using a resistance band. I have got my long light resistance band. This is just the one that I am choosing to use today. If you guys want to go a little bit heavier, maybe a medium weighted, I think a heavy band will be a little tricky for what we're doing today, but if you want to give it a try or have it close by, you can always opt into that. So we are going to start today's class down on the floor. You're going to lay flat on your back and you're going to plant your feet on the ground. So come down really however feels comfortable to you. And maybe just get yourself nice and situated on the ground. Plant your feet on the floor in parallel. You're going to take your band. You can either just grip it with your palms like this, or I'm going to choose to wrap my hand in the band just because it gives me a little bit more strength and stability. Arms will start down by your side. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And now we start to move. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, pull the arms back down and repeat. So the first thing we have to do today is just get things a little bit open. Get moving through the spine, moving through the shoulders. So we're gonna do some nice big reaches overhead. Inhale, feel your hips heavy on the floor. And then this energy just lengthening up your spine, out the back of your neck, through the top of your head. Let's go, 2 more. And exhale, let's go, 1 more. And reach the arms up to the ceiling. You stop at that halfway point. Now, give the strap a little pull. Bend your elbows down to the floor. Try to keep a 90-degree position at your elbows. And press right back up again. And repeat, bending down. So hopefully you guys right away are starting to feel the upper back get a little bit active. Sometimes it's really nice to do this rowing position on the floor just because it helps keep your spine and your shoulders really stable. Exhale. Let's go, last 3. Last 2. And last 1, reach up to the ceiling. Turn your palms to face in towards each other. And now glide your elbows down next to your ribs. And press back up. And as you cycle through this, you want to think about just slightly pulling the band apart. So you just get that little bit of resistance around the shoulders, around your upper back. Let's go 2 more, and then we make it a little more challenging. Hold it down, last 1. All right, going into those shoulders, you're gonna pull your palms away from each other and close the band. And again, elbows stay glued into your ribs. Feel the backs of the shoulders working as you open the palms and close. This is when using a lighter or medium band might be a little more helpful. And again, open. A heavy might be kind of intense. 4 and 3. Last 2. And last 1. Bring it center. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Unwind your hands. And for the moment, pop the bands down to the side. Now that we have the arms and upper back really strong and active, let's get going through the hips and the rest of the spine. Firmly press those active, engaged arms down to the floor. Take a big inhale to prep. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, press your spine flat on the floor, and then roll your hips up the rest of the way through to a bridge position. Check in that your arms are still grounded, even as you roll, roll, roll back down to the floor. Inhale and exhale, rolling up. Checking in that your legs are in parallel. Are your knees knocking out to the side or together? Or can you keep everything really nice and even? We're gonna cycle through about 5 more. Feel each vertebrae connect onto the ground individually, and then they peel up individually. And melt deep breaths. And roll up. Good, let's go for 3 more. I think that's where we are. The queen of losing track of reps here, guys. Let's go 2 more. Really getting the backs of the legs and the hips fired up. Enjoying the spine just fluidly rolling through space, creating this great length. Let's go 1 more. Roll it up, up, up. Hold it there for me. And now pulse your hips down 1 inch, up, down, and up. Inhale. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Melt your spine down, dig your heels into the floor. And release. Beautiful job, guys. Rock yourself side to side as needed. We are definitely coming back to a bridge series, but I just want to finish off our warm-up with 1 more little piece. So, taking the band in your hands once more, pull your right foot up and pop the band around the bottom of your right foot. Kind of finagle however you need to make that happen. I'm gonna make sure it's up around my toes so I don't lose it. Now, elbows are digging down next to your ribs, shoulders are open, and you're holding a really nice tight grip on the band. So you're not bicep curling here, you're just holding this 90-degree angle. Find your hips heavy on the floor so that you can lengthen this leg long and pull back in. And repeat, lengthen it long and pull back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And as you cycle through this, feel this great length shoot out from the toe of your foot all the way up to the top of your head. We lengthen and drag, keeping everything nice and parallel. 3 and 2. Let's go 1. Pull your leg back in. All right, keeping the hips grounded. Start to lengthen your leg up to the ceiling. Now, if this is bothering your back or your hip, send the leg a little bit lower because we don't want this to hurt. We just want it to feel really strong as you press that foot down and lift and press and lift. Try to keep your feet flexed here so your toes are pulling back towards your face. And bend, or excuse me, not bend, we're lengthening. Ooh, I don't have my words today, guys. Inhale and exhale. Keep cycling through. Let's go 3 more. Up, 2, up, hold it up, last one, pull up to the ceiling. Lengthen your opposite leg on the floor. Now, you guys are about to love me for this. You're gonna take both sides of the strap into one hand. Start to pull that leg cross body, and you're gonna start to feel a rather intense stretch outside the side of your leg, outside your hip. Take your time with it, all right? This is just one of those lovely time-sensitive stretches. Let gravity take you down. Keep your leg as long and lengthy as you can. And naturally, if this is hurting, then just pull out of it because we don't want this to hurt. We want it to just feel stretchy and kind of intense. Pull that leg back up through center and let's bring that foot down. We're gonna switch feet. You're gonna plant your opposite leg on the floor. We find that strong tabletop position, holding onto the strap with both hands, plug the elbows down, and now we lengthen the leg and pull back. Lengthen and tabletop. Inhale and exhale. And as always, as you cycle through this, make sure your abdominals are engaged, lifting your spine up. We get a nice smooth texture of movement here. Let's go 3 more before we add on. 2 more. 1 more, drag it back in. All right, once more, lengthen this leg up to the ceiling. We're not looking for pain here, guys. We're just looking for a deep stretch. And then lower down and lift. And lift. And again, inhale, exhale. Once again, try to pull your toes towards your face. Flex your feet. Breath is guiding this movement. Let's go. 3. Open your shoulders. 2. Last one. Pull it up and hold it. Lengthen your opposite leg. Take the strap into one hand so that you can pull this leg. Woo! Crossbody. One side might be a little more intense than the other. This is definitely that side for me. So as always, just let gravity take you down. Try to relax into the stretch. Make sure your opposite leg on the floor is still nice and lengthy. Taking some deep breath. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, pull that leg back up through center. And you guys are gonna take the band, shake out the arms if you need to, take the band back into both hands. Now we're gonna cycle through your bridge series again, and let's see if it feels any different here, guys. Plug the shoulders in, reaching your arms up to the ceiling. They stay long up here. Feet are in parallel on the floor. Inhale to prep. Exhale to tuck your tail, round your spine, roll it up off the floor, up, 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 up. And then roll yourself right back down, 1 vertebrae at a time, and repeat, keeping your shoulders plugged into their sockets as you roll up, up, up. And roll back down. We're gonna continue to cycle through this, feeling that connection from your glute muscles to the hamstrings, to your lower back, your upper back. And continue to cycle through and repeat. Enjoy this lovely kind of flowy sensation of the spine. Let's go for just 3 more here. And then we're gonna add on a little bit. Roll it up. Let's go 2 more. Parallel knees as you roll it up. Let's go 1 more. Roll it up, and at the top, hold it there. Now, press your arms down into your hips. Let the band press into your hips as your arms reach the floor, and then reach up. And press. And reach, and again, press and reach. Activate your upper back and upper arms as your hips keep you high. Let's go 3, and let's go 2, and let's Let's go. 1, hold the arms down. Now pulse your hips, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep it going. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Melt yourself down, down, down. Woo! Pull your knees into your chest, you guys. Rock side to side for just a moment. Beautiful, beautiful work, everybody. All right, do you think it's time we come up to a seated position? Because I sure do. Roll yourself onto your side, bring yourself up to seated, and we are gonna come into a little seated work today. So today's class is gonna be mostly down on the mat. I don't think we're gonna be doing any standing work, but we'll kind of see where the class takes us. Wrap the band, center of the band, around the bottom of your feet. Try to get it as even as possible here. You'll see today I am bending my knees. It's just a more comfortable position for me today. If you feel cool, straightening your legs and you can still stay tall and long on the sits bones, go for it. If you need to maybe put your bum up on a block or stack a couple of books underneath you to just give you more height and give you a little bit more flexibility through your back and hamstrings, that's cool too. Alrighty. Crisscrossing the band for me. Feel free to loop your hands in or just take a grip of the straps, however feels good for you. Keep the spine tall. Shoulders back, arms are reaching as you glide the elbows back and wide and reach them forward. And again, glide back and wide and reach forward and exhale. And we're gonna cycle through this just a few times and then adding on to a bit of a series here today. Careful not to hike your traps up around your shoulder, up around your ears. You want to keep those shoulders low, like your arms are just skimming across the countertop. Let's go for, sit tall on those sits bones. Last 2. 1 more. Reach it forward, keep the arms long. Now, very tiny movement here. Round your lower spine. Keep your butt muscles relaxed. Pull your abdominals inward, 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 inward. Shoulders stay out of the ears. Come back halfway. And now, curl your body up. Pretend you've got a beach ball in your lap that you're trying to round over until you lengthen the spine from tailbone, middle spine, upper spine, neck, and repeat. Inhale. Exhale, round your lower back. Feel those lower abs pull in. Relax your bum. Shoulders are open. Whew, halfway back, and then we roll up, 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 1 vertebrae at a time, curling over until we lengthen at the top. And again, exhale, curling down. And curling forward, taking it a little faster now. We flow, curling back. Relax your bum here, guys, and curling forward. Let's go 3 more back, and then we're gonna add on, of course. And forward. Feel those lower abs working for you, back. Lengthen your spine and forward. Ooh, almost lost my feet on that one. Let's go 1 more back. Hold it back for me. If you can, elbows go high and wide. And reach. Back. And reach. If you need to sit up tall, that's cool. Back. And reach. Let's go. 3. 2. Last 1, reach it forward, roll up, 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 sit up tall, and relax. Very nice job, guys. You can find yourself in a nice butterfly position here. Soles of the feet together, and now you're going to melt your nose towards your toes, keeping your sits bones grounded. Enjoy that stretch. And then roll yourself back up, up, up. Alrighty guys, we're gonna go into a very similar series. I'm just scooching myself closer towards the end of my mat so I have some room behind me. Same setup here, feet looped into the center of the band. You're not gonna crisscross the bands this time. You're just gonna keep each half on its respective side. Sit up nice and tall. Now, if you can, lengthen the legs. This is a good movement to challenge that. Same series. Tuck the tail. Roll yourself back. Pretend I am pulling your rib cage back, back, back. Try to dig your heels down into the floor as you roll all the way to the ground. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck your chin, roll up, up, up. Keep those arms long, 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 rolling up over your thighs. Reach for your toes. Don't worry if the band loses your feet because you'll catch it again. Roll yourself right back down again. Down we go, all the way to the floor. Lengthening out once you get there. And then exhale, roll yourself up, 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 tucking the chin, rolling over the thighs. Deep core connection here. And then rolling back. Inhale, and again, exhale, roll it up. Beautiful job, guys. Now a little bit more of a challenge here. If you can, roll it back and then pull your arms up towards the ceiling with your band. And then roll everything up. Reach the arms long, 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 long. I'm gonna flip my grip a little bit here. Roll it back and down. Pull the band up towards the ceiling and then rolling up. Deep core, deep core. We're gonna do last one here. Roll it back. Reach the arms up. Lower the arms down by your side and carefully bend your knees in so that your band doesn't snap on you. Super, super nice job, guys. Hopefully that wasn't too intense for your lower back for those of you out there who are maybe feeling a little stiff or just need some strength work. But with that being said, let's have you all roll around so that you're laying flat on your stomach. And here, we're gonna do a little bit of back extension work. Now, my caveat, as always, with things that are with laying on your stomach, is that if this right off the bat is not feeling good for your lower back, is not feeling good for your hips, maybe this is the exercise that you either do on all fours or you just sit out of this one, because I would rather you guys just chill rather than try to fight through some pain and then end up hurting something. So with that being said, we're gonna start with your palms right underneath your forehead. Shoulders are staying out of the ears. Glutes, butt muscles are just a little bit active so that your hips press into the floor. Your abdominals are pulling up away from the ground. Now, pressing your palms down, press your arms down. As you inhale, lift your head, neck, shoulders, and chest. Elevate your spine. And then exhale, lower down, rolling through it. And again, inhale, lift, zipping up through your core. And exhale, lower back down. Once again, make sure your bum and your abdominals are staying active and lifting you up with an assist. But you definitely want to feel your upper back working here, guys. And again, inhale, lift, and lower. Let's go 2 more. Inhale, lift, and lower. We're gonna go 1 more before we make it a little bit more challenging. Lift and lower. Alrighty guys, now we're adding on. Next time you lift, Peel one leg up off the floor just slightly. Keep digging your hips down and melt everything down and repeat. Lift the chest and opposite leg. And lower back down. And once again, if this isn't feeling good, maybe you just ditch that leg lift. Keep the abdominals zipping inward. Whew, this feels good. Think less about height and more about lengthening your body out. We're gonna go last 4. Lifting and lowering. Hips are staying grounded. Let's go last 3. We've got last 2. Last 1. Beautiful job, guys. Take your hands to either side of your chest, however feels comfortable for you. Press yourself up. Find yourself in a child's pose for just a moment. Let your body melt down here. Super nice work. Push forward to an all-fours position. I'm actually gonna swing around here just so you guys can see a little better. Hands in all fours, knees right underneath the hips, wrists right underneath the shoulders, and on your exhale, you're gonna round your spine. Pretend I'm pulling your stomach up to the ceiling. Eyes look towards your navel. And then lift your spine. Let your tailbone flip around. Lift your chest, eyes forward. And again, tuck. Exhale. And inhale as you flip, letting each vertebrae move individually as you cycle through this. Let's go one more. Rounding the spine, pulling your stomach up towards the ceiling. And then open your chest, flip your tail. Whew. Carefully sit yourself back on your heels, or really however feels good for you. And you guys, that is going to be the day. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed what ended up being kind of an intermediate level class. But again, a really, really great one if you are dealing with like lower back stiffness or just kind of like chronic aches and pains. You guys may notice that I actually didn't do so much exercise that was specifically targeted in the lower back, but we did a lot of exercise that focused on the upper spine, the shoulders, hip strength, hip flexibility and mobility. And that's because oftentimes issues and aches and stuff and stiffness in your lower back is typically tends to be an issue of like hip weakness or hip tightness, because if your glutes or legs aren't strong enough to support your spine and keep your pelvis in place, then you can't expect your lower back to be feeling really good. And then on the flip side, in the upper body, if your upper back is weak or your shoulders are really rounded and tight, it actually ends up kind of kinking your lower back out of alignment, which once again causes those aches and pains. So in the True Line Method fashion, we focus on a lot of different elements, a very full body, holistic approach in order to get you guys the results that you all want and need. But with that being said, once again, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class and are feeling really good and limber and strong. But I will be back again next week with another live session. So in the meantime, have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, day, wherever you are. And I will see you guys again very soon. Bye, everybody.